Hey there you guys, it's Taylor, this is EV Electric. This is going to be a long video, but it's going to be very informative. I think you guys are going to like it. Today we are going to wash my filthy black Tesla Model 3. And I'm going to show you guys some things that I do along the way. And I'm going to say this right now, there are going to be things that I'm going to do that is definitely not correct to do. And I'm totally going to let you know, by the way. So a quick walk around at the vehicle, you can see we've done a lot of crazy stuff with this car. It has not been hand washed in a couple months. And that is because I've been touchless washing it. As you guys can see, it is time for a hand wash. And that is what we are going to do today, safely to the best of our ability here. Let me show you guys the equipment I have here now. This is a very important thing. So we've got a power washer here, different nozzles, chemical guys. I think it's called Honeydew soap in there. And that's for the foam cannon, which we're going to use later. We've got our hose connected. This is not soft water. So there's calcium in here, which means water spots, which means we have to dry it. We'll get to that later. Different nozzles. We've got 2 buckets of clean water, 1 with soap in it. And this is because this car is so dirty. I'm literally going to use the 3 bucket method. Dip, dip, and then back in the soap. We have this, and this is what is in there. And then we have these very cheap towels, and this is my first ding mistake here. You guys do not get towels with these ends like this. This is just an accident waiting to happen. Also, do not use these towels on your interior. These literally turn my hands the color of the towel, and it's gonna turn your interior that color, mostly if you have white interior. And onto these are hand washing devices here. These 2 are what we're going to use. This is going to be for the bottom part of the car, the really bad parts, as well as this. This is a perfect towel on what you guys should be using, by the way. This is an example of what not to use. So what we're going to do to start here is we're going to put our main one in the water right now. Let that soak in. I want to mention something to you before. It is totally optional to use one of these, only one, and clean it and wash your whole car. What I have seen in the past, which is a really good idea, is you get 1 bucket, 1 soap, right? 1 water, 1 soap, and you have like 7 of these, 1 for each panel or something like that. And what you do is you get it wet, get it soaped, wash like the hood and fenders, clean it off, it's done. You grab the next one and you go and clean that. For me, I'm just doing it this way. Again, this is not the best way to do it because dirt can still be trapped in these microfibers when we go around there. And then we're going to start up the power washer, and we have the green nozzle on there, and we're just going to give it a wet down, get all that dirt wet, so when the soap gets on there from the touchless wash, it's going to work its best. All right, I'm going to put you guys on this tripod, and we're going to time lapse these right here. Just to remind you, first step, regular water, power washer to get what dirt we can off, but mainly to soak this dirt up so we can get the most of it off before we start touching the car. We're going to do 2 of these. You cannot tell me you don't love the look of this. This looks so cool, just like all this stuff. Anyways, we're gonna do this twice. And I don't think I need to show the second time because all I'm going to do is literally wash it off again, reapply it, and wash it off again. I'm gonna explain some things that I did was I was closer with the power washer this time with the water. Instead of standing back further, I went a lot closer because this has not been hand washed in so long. We have so much dirt everywhere. I also went around the tires pretty well. I went under and I went on these parts that were really dirty really well to get as much dirt off as possible before this stuff goes on. I'm out of breath. All right, so under the car, start from top to bottom, and we're gonna rinse off, put it on again, and then this is so dirty that we're gonna rinse it off again and then put it on for the hand wash. When you get back, it's literally gonna look the same, but keep in mind I did a whole nother rotation of this. See you in a sec. Okay, I'm just kidding. We're back from this first wash. I just washed it down because I wanted to show you guys this. Look how clean it already looks. And it took that nice layer of dust off. So what I'm trying to make this point is You guys, it is so important to do at least this first wash like this. You guys remember how bad this back was? Watch. Okay, see how much less dirt there is now? There's still quite a bit, so you still need to be safe. So last thing you want to do is run your hand washing thing on this. Here we are. This thing has been sitting in here for a little bit. We are now going to take this and we're ready to do the touch wash. And we already have this lubricated. Now we've got this lubricated. This has clear bra, so I can be a little bit more rough on this part, but I'm going to set a good example. And we're going to wash each panel individually and dip, because that's how bad and gross this car is right now. And I'm trying not to do circular motions. Like when you're here and you're about to move to the next spot, try and not do a motion like that. Try and like lift up and then go down to the next spot. So almost like this. And that's just to try to prevent swirls. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, same direction the whole way. I'm not gonna switch it up because this is gonna cause swirls. Again, this whole front is on clear bra, so we can go like this if we wanted to with clear bra. Keep in mind, you guys, that the back here is not clear bra. We have to be extra safe with that, and that is the dirtiest part. All right, time lapse time. Keep those things in mind, top to bottom again. Save the worst for last for this thing. And I did that hood, by the way. Now I'm back in here. We're gonna dip it twice and go back. We're getting a bit low here. What I'm gonna do to keep everything nice and clean and safe is I'm gonna pour this one out because this takes the most dirt, refill it, and then fill those other ones up a little bit. The wheels get kind of dry, and you can see they're really dry. And last thing you want to do is stick your microfiber pad on these wheels and grind all this stuff, mostly if you have glossy wheels. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray these wheels a little bit with the hose just to get them wet. Each one, wash it, spray, wash, spray, wash, spray, wash. If you have glossy, just be careful more with scratches and stuff like that. We're not going to do too much of the barrel today, but it's really easy to do the barrel with these kind of wheels. If you're having trouble, you're gonna have to take the wheel off and wash the barrel. Also to mention, we are now using the older, kind of grosser one on the wheels because these wheels are a little bit more tough and they're satin, so we can be a little bit more tough here. Let's see how much dirt is in this. It's already a pretty dark color. I like to wash this off immediately because my calipers are bright, and when dirt dries on there, it tends to stick pretty well. We finished that. I also did the rocker panels as well. I dipped it in the soap, ran across it, washed it back off, and ran across it again. Now we're on to the washing, and I'm not going to use the power washer. It is done. We're going to use that hose with the nozzle where we can get it to spray a lot or a little, depending on where we need to. Let's get it soaked a lot. Also, another note to say while we're on this hand wash, getting ready to, the temperature matters, you guys. So if it's a hot summer day, you're gonna wanna either do this in sections or go really quick. Like for example, in the summer, I wash the whole car and I leave the wheels and do them later because it's too much to handle. This is already starting to dry. Luckily, this stuff is okay to let dry and get it back wet again, as long as you dry it fast. For the drying part, you guys are gonna see, I'm gonna immediately after spraying it, while it's still soaked, I'm gonna pull it in the garage, nice and shady place, and I'm gonna begin drying right away for no water spots. Also note, if you guys have soft water or mineral-free water that's fully taken out all the minerals, you guys are almost done here. You guys are just gonna wash it off and then go and park it in the garage, and you don't have to dry it if you don't want to. The water's gonna evaporate, and it's going to leave no water spots because there's no minerals in it. As for us, we're going to continue on with the drying, which can also be the most hazardous part for the paint. The butt is sticking out, so we're going to dry that first because the sun is hitting that pretty hard. Mostly in the summer, you guys, just think of everything I'm saying, but 2 times worse. So you got to do this stuff quick. You got to get drying quick. What I'm showing you right now is a problem. I have no idea what that stuff is. It looks very strong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some detail spray, some good stuff, some detail spray. And while it's wet, we're just gonna spray it over a little bit. And this is just to ensure lubrication. We're gonna use a very nice towel this time. And we're just gonna see what that stuff is. Get it off, make sure it comes off. And we're not looking to dry this area yet because we're not, you know, drying the car. We're just trying to get this random dirt off. And we're gonna do that. Make sure you guys use a good towel right here. This must have been parts that I missed because it's coming up over here on the reflector. Like I said before, please do not use these towels. I don't know why I'm even using these. I just don't want to go to the store right now, but these are terrible. Please remove the tags too. And remember, none of this stuff is like a competition. You guys just push softly. You don't have to push hard for any of a hand wash. We're gonna start top to bottom again. But we're gonna do this back part first, and we're just gonna rub very lightly, just get all this water, and there's still quite a bit of water here, right? And then we're gonna quickly transfer over to this one. Man, I'm trying not to let these things hit my paint. And then we are gonna slowly do this. And if you have soft water, again, I don't know why you're doing this, but if you are, you probably can just skip this second step. So we've been drying for a little here, and we changed towels. The heavy towel is now a new one. This soft one, which does not have any dirt on it because the other one took the hit, is now going to be the heavy towel, and the brand new one's going to be the soft towel. So this semi-damp one is going to be switched. So now you'll see me using this first and this second. Now that is a clean car. It looks like this is going to need a little bit more power to it. But other than that, I know that's going to come off. Other than that, you guys, this is looking good. Some little bits of water comes off, but you guys can see how clean this is. Also, some other things to note is that I did not even bother drying the rockers. I think it's too sketchy and dirty of a place for this car. I'd rather have some water spots and not care. But like, you can't tell me that's like, oh, so clean, so good. This scratch is pissing me off. We're gonna try our best to get this out. A little bit here, a little bit here. This is not that good for your paint, but I don't care at this point. I'd rather not have a huge scratch. I told you guys I know what I'm doing. Without even touching that thing, I knew it was going to come off. Hey, how are you?
You're a movie star.
Before we fully finish it up, I want to show you these buckets and why the 2-bucket method is awesome. Here's our first bucket that we've been dipping in. You guys see how dark and gross that is? Right? Now you think that's enough to dip it in the soap one. No, look at this one. That's filthy too. And the soap one is actually looking pretty good. So in this situation, that was a perfect job using those 3. I want to note something important, that this wash was an overboard crazy wash because how filthy and dark the car is. The lighter the car is and the less dirty, the less work you have to do. You don't have to go this crazy, you guys. Please don't go this crazy on a wash every time. Just touchless wash it once and then hand wash it. You don't need to do it 2 or 3 times or whatever. But in this situation, because of the car's color and how weak the paint is, I took every step to be safe. Except I used the towels in the world. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was so nice doing stuff with you guys instead of sitting here on my own bored to death. The car is beautiful. I hope you guys use this knowledge to your best ability, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.